Hello everyone. Today we will talk about the working of colors and different packages available for it in R. In this video we are going to look at the ways of working with colors. One of the most important things when producing graphics in any program is to make them understandable and to make them attractive. So R has very powerful capabilities for choosing colors to use in statistical graphics for make more attractive and understandable. It is used to enhance the meaning and improve the usability. Let's understand RGB package available in R. The RGB color model is an additive color model in which red, green and blue light are added together in various ways to reproduce a broad array of colors. The name of the model comes from the initials of the three additive primary colors red, green and blue. Let's talk about RGB color specification. The following command is used for the specification in RGB package. In this we have RGB function. This function creates colors corresponding to the given intensities between 0 and 1 of the red, green and blue primaries. The names argument may be used to provide names for the colors. The values written by RGB can be used with the col equals to specification in graphics functions or in the power function. Let's see the implementation of RGB in R. We are going to start by looking at first at a data set. We are going to make a little bar plot and I'm going to have a data set here that I'm creating a variable called x. And I've got a few numbers in it. Let's run this command and now we are going to make a bar plot. So here's the bar plot. It comes out in gray, and truthfully gray on white with a black outline is not a bad chart. To be a professional chart, you would obviously need titles, labels and whatnot, but this is clear and it is readable. On the other hand, you may want to be able to distinguish the bars or maybe set them off against another chart. So we are going to take a look at how we can change the colors. Now R specifies colors in several different ways. Now R has names for 657 colors. They are arranged alphabetically, except for white, which is first. We can get a complete list of the colors name by printing the colors with the opening and closing parentheses. Now let's run this command and see the output. Here is the number of colors available here. Let's take a color from this and I have taken slate gray 3 and we'll change our bar plot from before. Let's go back to the plot again. So guys, let's run this command and there's the plot. It's in slate gray now. So now I have a bar chart and it's pretty, but there are several different ways of referring to colors also. One is by names, the alphabetically ordered vectors of colors. So what you do then is you refer to the color by giving it colors and then the opening and closing parenthesis, and then in square brackets you give I, where I is the index number for that color in the vector. So for instance, I'm going to draw a bar plot again and I'm going to chart X here, and then I put colors for COL. I refer to the vector of all color names, and then in square brackets after it I put 102. So the 102nd color in the vector is the dark sea green color. And if I do that, that doesn't look very dark to me, but that's what R is saying that it is. So now let's run this command and I have changed the colors, that is sea green. And if I want to change it back to slate gray 3, then that number is 602. So let's run this command and we have again slate gray 3 bar plot. So if you worked in any of a number of other computer programs, you might be used to using RGB or red, green, blue triplets. So where you separately specify the red, green and blue components of each color. Now by default in R they are specified in a 0 to 1 range, so it's like percentages. We can convert the color names to their RGB components with this little functions called to RGB. And for instance, if I want to use navy blue color here, I type in call to RGB and then parenthesis and in quotes I put the color name navy blue. Don't forget, by the way, R is a case sensitive language, so you need to use lowercase or uppercase as specified. Let's run this command and you see on the console down here it tells me that the RGB components of navy blue are 0 for red, 0 for green and 128 halfway up for the blue. So I'm going to actually create the bar plot using dark red color specifying in RGB, but using the default 0 to 1 proportional scale. And so I have a bar plot x col for color is equal to RGB. You have to tell that I am using the RGB system, that I am give the triplet, and zero point 0.4 means 54% up on red. As a reminder, with RGB, 0 means black or the darkest possible of that color, and the highest value, which might be 1 on this scale, or 255 means it's all the way on and it's actually white. So now we have a 54, 0 and 0. So I'm going to get my bar plot, and there it is. You can see the output. There's the dark red, and if I want to, I can use the 0 to 255 or 8-bit version by specifying max equals 255. You see that it's still within the RGB parenthesis, but it's at the end, and I have to write max equals. Now, if you have fewer colors, then you have things that you are coloring. The colors you will just cycle through. So here I'm doing the bar plot. I specified red and blue color, and because I have 6 bars here, but just 2 colors, that is red and blue, each of them will appear 3 times. So let's run this command, and you see the output. And each of them will appear 3 times, as you can see here, red, blue, and red, blue. So it makes a cycle. It's kind of alarmingly bright, and so let's go to a different one plot. Now the colors will cycle. I have 4 of them, that is red, blue, green and yellow, and you see it just cycles through until it's done. It doesn't go all the way through. As you can see here, it makes a cycle, red, blue, green, yellow and red, blue, it again recycle. So let us clear and remove the specify objects by running this command. So this was all about RGB color specifications available.